Range of motion for swimming and water polo is a misunderstood concept. Most coaches don't understand the physiological nature of muscle lengthening or the muscles associated with a biomechanically powerful movement. While static and dynamic stretching will lengthen a muscle, this is a short-term event that has been shown to decrease the power available to the muscle. In order to improve muscular range of motion long-term, the muscle fiber must be stressed in a way that increases the number of filament units connected in a single line. Here, a filament with 2 units is shown in a relaxed state. The filament can safely stretch up to 40% of its length, but only produces peak power at 20% of this length. Stretching the filament further only decreases power. To improve the powered range of motion needed for swimming and water polo movements, the filaments must be stressed in a way that causes an adaptation that increases the number of units in the filament. This is an extremely important concept to understand when assessing an athlete's performance. Excessive work or telling an athlete to think about improving the range of motion will not have an impact on actually increasing the athlete's powered range of motion. The primary muscles that both power the freestyle pole and limit the biomechanical range of the pole are the pectoralis major, latissimus dorsi, and the long head of the triceps. The freestyle pole heavily stresses internal shoulder rotation and should be counterbalanced by improving powered range of motion in the external rotators. The 3 major dryland training errors committed by coaches, strength and conditioning specialists, and physical therapists all attempt to build strength while using a short range of motion that eventually limits the athlete's biomechanical range needed for an efficient freestyle stroke. All 3 of these errors also increase the risk of injury to the shoulder. Half push-ups are routinely observed in children and young adults. This error contracts the muscle in a short range of motion and, with excessive swimming, will cause the muscle to tighten while at rest. The half pull-up creates a situation similar to the half push-up. It is also becoming accepted in research that the pull-up is a poor exercise choice for improving any type of swimming movement. The flex arm hang is erroneously used by training specialists to improve strength in weak swimmers. This may be the most harmful exercise, as all of the contracting muscles are in their most shortened state. This is the exact opposite of what the athlete needs to improve swim power. The external rotation exercise with the hand above the shoulder or across the abdomen also improperly shortens the muscle group that should be lengthened to prevent injury and improve performance. With minor biomechanical adjustments, a coach can still use these 3 exercises to improve powered range of motion and prevent injury. First, always begin the push-up from the down position. Remember, a push-up from the knees is still a push-up, just with less weight over the hands. The athlete should push up as fast as possible and lower their body in a controlled manner. Perform 1 to 5 full range repetitions for 1 to 5 sets depending on ability. The neutral grip chin-up with palms facing each other, or the regular chin-up with palms facing the body, properly lengthen the latissimus dorsi. The full hanging regular chin-up places this muscle in its longest position. The athlete should pull the body upward as fast as possible, then lower their body in a controlled manner. Perform 1 to 5 full range repetitions for 1 to 5 sets depending on ability. Weaker athletes may use a spotter to help them from the full hanging start. The long head of the triceps can be lengthened on deck using the PNF stretching method. Place the hand behind the neck and the elbow against a solid surface. Push the chest forward until there is a slight stretch in the arm. While holding the stretch, press the elbow into the surface using about 60 to 80% maximum effort for 5 seconds. Perform 2 to 3 times with each arm before swim training. The full range external rotation places the hand below the elbow. Range can be assessed by allowing the athlete to find a comfortable starting point. A limited range can be seen in an athlete whose hand remains in front of the elbow. Perform 5 to 10 full range repetitions for 1 to 4 sets. Do not bring the muscle group to complete failure. Training to develop an optimal powered range of motion should be integrated with technical training using the 5 phases of water polo freestyle. Used together, an athlete will improve much faster and decrease their chance of overuse injuries.